I have a fever. I'm sorry. Even though you invited me.
No, if you're not feeling well, it can't be helped. Please take care of yourself.
Even if you had a fever, you should have dragged yourself there, you useless idiot. You're fired. Would you like to use this? I'm Fumito Sugishita, 26 years old. I work in the sales department of Fan Gardening, a company that manufactures gardening supplies. Today, I was invited by my best friend from high school to go to a bar. That's when I noticed a woman sitting next to me looked like she was about to cry.
Thank you very much. Then I'll take you up on your offer.
I handed her a pocket tissue, thinking that would be the end of our interaction. But...
Please, I really want to talk to you again, Sugishita.
Huh? Before I knew it, this woman started telling me her worries, and the next thing I knew, she was asking me out on a date. I had no idea what was happening, and while I stood there in shock... What's this? I go to the bathroom for a second, and now things have gotten interesting. Nobunaga, what should I do? My best friend, Nobunaga Kuto, had come back, and I immediately turned to him for help. Huh? That's for you to decide. Personally, I think going on one date wouldn't hurt. But... Come on, aren't you usually the type to go along with invitations? When did you get so hesitant? But she's an heiress! There is no way someone like me is a good match for her! Right, this woman, Hitomi Momose, is apparently the daughter of the CEO of Pesh, a major home improvement store. I've always been a gloomy guy with no hobbies outside of indoor gardening, so the idea of dating someone like her made me hesitate. By the way, since Fumito was in the gardening club in high school, wouldn't a date spot related to plants be good? Wait, Nobunaga?
Then how about we rent out a botanical garden and have a private date for just the two of you?
That's... At least let's do something normal.
Then, does that mean you'll go on a date with me?
Ugh, cute. Like Nobunaga said, I'm not the type to actively make plans myself, but I rarely turn down invitations. So, when Hitomi looked at me with such expectant eyes, I naturally found myself nodding. Alright, can we go to a botanical garden I like? And so, I ended up going on a date with Hitomi, but... Hey, I heard about it, Sugishita. You're going on a date with the daughter of a major home improvement company, huh? Apparently, the president of Fan Gardening, Naine Sensu, saw what happened at the bar. He's the nephew of the previous president. When the previous president suddenly passed away a few months ago, Naine somehow took over the company. It seems there were still unresolved inheritance issues, and to make matters worse, this new president has serious personality problems. A gloomy guy like you, how the hell did you manage to win over a rich girl like that? It just happened while I was listening to her problems, that's all. Heh, whatever. I don't know what kind of hobby she has, but it looks like she took a liking to you. Then use this chance to suck up to her and get her products into that home improvement store. Wait, I can't mix my personal life with work like that. Oh, are you defying me? I'm the one who's keeping a gloomy guy like you employed. You're probably useless in sales anyway, right? Then at least contribute to my company in whatever way you can. Huh, but it's not like he'll know what we talked about during the date. I can just brush it off. If I avoid discussing work, I should be able to get through this somehow. That's what I thought, but the following week... I have a fever. I'm sorry. Even though you invited me.
No, if you're not feeling well, it can't be helped. Please take care of yourself.
On the day of our date, I came down with a high fever and ended up bedridden. Naturally, our date was cancelled, but... You canceled the date? What the hell are you doing? When I was pressed for answers, I honestly explained what happened. That only made Naine even angrier. Even if you had a fever, you should have dragged yourself there, you useless idiot. You're fired. Is that so? Thank you for everything. I did feel attached to my coworkers, who treated both Fan Gardening's products and a gloomy guy like me with respect, but I had no reason to stay under this precedent. So while thinking about my next job, I walked away from the company.
Still, I never expected to work with you again, Sugishita.
A few months later, I found myself face to face with Hitomi in a Pesh conference room. I had joined Honest Gardening, another gardening supply company, and they happened to be a supplier for Pesh. I didn't expect you to be the person in charge either. I look forward to working with you. By the way, I never told her why I left my previous job. If she found out, she would probably feel guilty for inviting me on that date.
Sugishita, your knowledge is impressive. Your proposals, backed by thorough market research, are amazing. I'm really glad you're the one handling this.
No, it's just that I love this field. I was in the gardening club in high school, so I've been familiar with it for a long time.
That dedication and the way you put your heart into what you love is truly wonderful.
As I looked back at her smile, I suddenly remember the first time we met.
Actually, I often get caught up in trouble.
Back then, I was just a gloomy guy with no real advice to give outside of gardening. Yet, somehow, we had gone on multiple dates since then, and her attitude toward me hadn't changed. I don't mean to sound rude, but did we meet before that night at the bar?
No, I think that was our first meeting. If I had talked to someone as wonderful as you before, I definitely remember.
Hearing her say that so confidently made me feel awkward, so it really was just that night at the bar that made her interested in me. I had no other clues, and the mystery only deepened. That's obvious, man. It's 'cause you're a good guy. A few days later, I consulted Nobunaga, and he looked at me like I had just asked the dumbest question in the world. Think about it. Back in high school, you were the only one who didn't judge me. You've got guts that normal guys don't. Huh, but to me, it always seemed weird that people were afraid of or mad at you. Nobunaga was a short-tempered delinquent who didn't fit in at school. When he felt out of place, he would sometimes retreat to the empty flower beds and talk to me while I was gardening. Another fight? Not my fault. They threw the first punch. All I did was tell them to stop messing with a stray cat. Oh, then for that cat, you must be a hero. You're the only one who said such embarrassing things to me. Really? But when I hear your stories, it makes me think you have a strong sense of justice. You actually believe what I say? Yeah. I've never seen you start a fight yourself, so I have no reason to doubt you. I only believe in what I've seen and heard with my own eyes and ears. I see. Thanks, Sugishita. Back then, I was constantly misunderstood by those around me. I gave up on a lot of things and even ran away from my own life. But because you believed in me, I started to think that maybe I could face myself. The reason I can live properly now is all thanks to you, Fumito. Thinking back, I realized my way of life is pretty optimistic. But if it helped Nobunaga, then maybe I can take a little pride in how I think. Well, not fitting into school doesn't mean you're a failure as a person. Just like how not all plants grow the same way with just water and fertilizer, people also need different approaches to thrive. That's why I believe there was a way for you to find a place where you belong. But in the end, you're the one who figured that out. I just listened. I didn't really do much. Your only flaw is your low self-esteem. Right now, I feel like debating just how great you actually are, but instead, that bastard Sensu. Who the hell does he think he is, calling you useless? He was the real deadweight in the company. Wait, calm down, Nobunaga. Maybe I should drag him out and hang him in front of the company building. And then, I'll slap a paper crown on his head just for fun. Stop! This isn't some medieval battle for the throne! You'll get arrested! It's fine. You've already helped me plenty, Nobunaga. As I struggled to stop him from going on a rampage, I slightly regretted bringing up my wrongful termination. Well, if you say so, I won't push it. But if anything happens, come to me. Yeah, thanks, Nobunaga. A month later, I visited Pesh again, but something seemed off about Momose. Please take care of yourself.
Thank you. Actually, I've been a little sleep-deprived lately.
I thought so. Then let's keep today's meeting brief.
No, my time with you is valuable, Sugashita. Just talking with you will help recharge my energy.
A few weeks later, I can't believe that bastard's company actually went under. News of Fan Gardening's bankruptcy reached us. I figured it would happen eventually, but I didn't think it would be this fast. After work, Nobunaga and I were talking about it as we walked home together. Found you, Sugishita. What are you doing here? He had been waiting for me near my house. This is your fault, if it weren't for you. Please stop. If you really think about it, this was your own doing. Shut up. A gloomy loser like you has no right to talk back to me. Oh my. If you continue insulting my best friend, I won't stay quiet. Damn it. If you hadn't sued me for wrongful termination, you even got yourself a damn lawyer. That's right. Nobunaga became a lawyer, and I consulted him about my wrongful termination right after I left the company. Apparently, I had inspired him to become a lawyer by calling him justice-minded back in the day. We merely exercised your rightful claim for damages. I heard that by the time you fired Sugishita, your company was already struggling. After I was fired, word spread, and other employees started quitting one after another.
Do you even realize how much Sugashita contributed to this company? No one wants to work under someone who would throw him out over such petty reasons.
They tried hiring replacements, but they couldn't train them fast enough, and the company's performance plummeted. Still, if you hadn't sued, I could have turned things around. Because of you, rumors spread in the industry, and more contracts got cancelled. Well, that's hardly surprising. Forcing employees to seduce clients to secure deals, then firing them if they refused? At least now you understand how your actions are perceived objectively. Are we done here? If so, we'll be going. Wait! Pardon me, you got too close, so my old instincts slipped out. Is there anything else you need?
No,
Under Nobunaga's piercing gaze, Sensu fell silent. Then, suddenly, he collapsed to the ground and pressed his forehead to the pavement. Sugishita, I sincerely apologize for everything I've done. I have no job now, and if this continues, I won't be able to pay off my debts. So please, can you help me get hired at Honest Gardening? That's... Even if you bow your head, I can't help you. I don't have that kind of authority. Can't you do something? My uncle gave you a job despite you being practically useless. Shouldn't you repay that debt by helping me now? If that's how you think, then I really have nothing to say to you. After all this, why does he think I would help him? As I sighed and prepared to leave with Nobunaga...
Oh my, Sensu! What are you doing here?
How are you here? Under the moonlight, Momose arrived with an air of composure, making Sensu freeze in terror.
Obviously, I rushed over because I was worried about Sugashita. I knew your hostility would turn towards him eventually.
A few weeks ago, Momose warned me. And after consulting Nobunaga, he started accompanying me to and from work.
Sugashita has been assigned the Momose family security detail, so everything you just did was completely monitored.
Wait, I never heard about this, Momose.
Of course not. I kept it a secret from you too. You know the saying, deceive your allies first to fool your enemies.
That doesn't seem quite right.
Well, enough joking around. Sensu, I already warned you, didn't I? If you so much as approached Sugashita, I wouldn't let it slide. And yet, what exactly is this situation supposed to be? I thought I had thoroughly disciplined you for your previous stalking behavior, but it seems you still haven't learned your lesson.
Turns out, Momose had been losing sleep because she had been dealing with Sensu. Apparently, when Fan Gardening's business started declining, Sensu persistently pursued her. Don't you think I'm far more attractive than someone like Sugishita? Why don't we go on a date together? He had no genuine interest in her. He just wanted to use her connection to Pesh. But as word of his shallow scheme spread throughout the industry, Momose also learned how I had been forced out of my job. As a result, his company's decline became irreversible.
Your plan to get our store to stock your products without making any effort to improve them was absurd enough. But claiming you're more attractive than Sugashita? That was beyond ridiculous. You don't even know what I love about him, do you? So how could you possibly assume you're better than him? It's honestly baffling. Sugashita saved me that day.
Because of her family background, she's always been surrounded by people trying to win her favor. It made it hard for her to trust in genuine friendships or love, and she struggled with that for a long time.
On top of that, men I didn't even like would constantly fawn over me, while women resented me behind my back. Whenever I talked about these struggles, people would dismiss them as a spoiled rich girl's problems. Yes, I know I've been fortunate. I know there are people who suffer more than I do. That's why I kept wondering if I even had the right to be troubled by something like this. But then...
That's not true. Only you can understand your own pain. It's absurd to let others decide how much you should suffer. You need to face your own pain instead of looking away. If you don't, one day, it will completely break you.
That day, when I first met Sugashita, his words made me realize how much I had been wearing myself down without noticing. He didn't care about my status. He simply acknowledged my pain with kindness. That's why I fell in love with him. From the start, you only approached me for personal gain, knowing I was the president's daughter. You never had a chance. You dismissed a talented employee like Sugashita as useless, proving you have no business acumen whatsoever. And instead of taking responsibility for your failures, you tried to blame him? That's nothing but pathetic resentment. Your downfall is entirely your own doing. Until you accept that, your life will never improve. Then again, considering how you completely ignored my last warning and came here anyway, I wouldn't be surprised if you keep spiraling downhill from here.
No! What more do you want from me?
Well, that's up to you. But if you'd like, I can personally ensure your downfall.
No, not at all! Since then, he has been drowning in debt and barely scraping by.
No money! No food! Someone, please help me!
Maybe some unseen force is working against him, but he hasn't been able to land a decent job. He's stuck living day to day, just trying to survive. He learned the hard way. Some people should never be crossed.
Now that I've told you my true feelings, what do you think, Sugashita?
That day, after our encounter with Sensu, Momose hesitantly asked me that question.
I've tried to become someone worthy of standing beside you. But since you rarely share your struggles, I always feel like I can't quite catch up to you.
No, I should apologize. I've always been optimistic, so I don't intend to dwell on my worries. But after everything that happened, I realized how much you cared about me. Knowing that made me happy, and at the same time, I realized that I love you. I might not be someone truly worthy of your position, but I'll keep working hard, both professionally and personally, so that one day, I can proudly stand beside you. Hitomi Momose, will you go out with me?
Yes! I'll do my best to grow into someone who can fully support you.
You can't judge people based on appearances or titles alone. Happiness and suffering, only the person living it can truly understand them.
Oh, Sugashita, look at these flowers. They're beautiful.
Ah, those are azaleas. Their flower meaning is, even if we can't fully understand someone's pain, we can still help them. With the right mindset, this world can become a happier place for everyone.
From today, the new employee, Kaho Amaya, will be working here. She will be joining the Business Systems Department, so everyone please welcome her.
My name is Shu Takito, a 26-year-old working as a regular employee at Scat Systems, a tech company. Kaho Amaya, who starts today, is introduced at the morning meeting. She's 25 years old. Apparently, she's worked at other tech companies before and has now switched jobs.
I'd like you to be her trainer. Is that all right?
Yes, understood. Kazuo Gokai, my 30-year-old immediate superior, clicks his tongues beside me. It seemed like the department head didn't hear Gokai's click, but I sighed, thinking this might become troublesome. Amaya, I'm Takito. Nice to meet you. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Nice to meet you. I'll do my best with all my heart.
Haha, you don't need to be that nervous. I've heard that we're about the same age. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you.
You can use this desk. Feel free to use this computer as well.
Got it.
Now, about how to proceed with work. Amaya listens carefully, not missing a word. However, she still seems tense, her body stiff. She seems serious, but maybe a little shy. After explaining everything about the job, Gokai calls me over.
Hey, Takito, I've got something to talk about. Can you come over here?
Got it. I'll step out for a bit, so can you handle this task for now?
This one? Understood.
I hurried to find Gokai after I gave Amaya a task. He was waiting by the hallway corner. Gokai, what's going on?
You're too sloppy. You need to grab their attention more, or women won't let their guard down.
Really?
Women are like that. You don't understand something so simple? No wonder you're so unpopular.
Actually, Gokai is quite a character and has his own, let's say, a very biased view of women. Gokai, having conquered the ways of women, boasts that he's captured the hearts of many and is currently in a relationship.
It can't be helped. I'll teach you the tricks since I'm so popular. For women, if you treat them to a limited time menu at Starbucks, they'll be happy. Also, since they love sweets, if you feed them chocolate or macarons, they'll easily lower their guard.
I see. I'll keep that in mind.
Hand it to someone who doesn't even understand this kind of thing get picked as a trainer. Well, if you get into trouble with women, come ask me. I'll teach you the tricks for people like you who are unpopular.
Yes, thank you. To avoid further conflict, I nod, but I don't agree with his view. Amaya, if you're free, could you handle this task for me?
Got it. I'll take care of it.
A few days passed. Amaya was serious and quick to absorb what I taught her. When we talked, she seemed to relax. I'm glad. A few days after Amaya joined.
Good work, Takito. How is Amaya doing?
Good work, sir. Amaya is working very hard. She picks things up quickly and seems to be really helping the team.
Good to hear. And thank you for taking on the role of her trainer despite being busy.
No problem at all.
Takito, you're good at your job and you don't have a worry about handling women either.
You think so?
Yes, actually. I decided that if any women joined our department, I'd have you handle it. The reason Amaya is settling in well is probably thanks to you. Keep it up.
Yes, I'll do my best to meet your expectations. Later that day during lunch, I was a little concerned and called out to Amaya. Good work, Amaya. Do you want a drink?
No thanks. Just your kind offer is enough.
You've been working really hard, so I thought you might like a black coffee.
Thank you. I'll accept your offer.
Sipping my own coffee, I look at her and ask, Amaya, is there something making you anxious at work? You've been looking down lately. If it's okay with me, I'd like to listen.
Wait, do you have telepathy?
Telepathy?
But you knew that I like black coffee, didn't you? Could it be? You've heard everything I've been thinking? Oh, no way!
No, it's not like that. I've just seen you buy black coffee before. I only thought you were looking a little down, so... Anyway, I don't have any special abilities, so calm down.
Right. Sorry I jumped to conclusions. Did it show that much?
It was noticeable enough. I wasn't planning to ask, but I thought maybe you were feeling the same way I did when I joined this company.
You felt nervous too?
Yeah, back then, my sister and my mom kept telling me to pull myself together, but it's still nerve-wracking. Ah, you have a sister and mom, huh? Yeah, they're strong, but they've always been good to me, even though I'm the only guy.
I see. Maybe it's because of your family that your telepathy powers emerged.
Haha, there's no telepathy. But yeah, I think it's because of them that I am who I am now. The impression I have of women probably didn't get set in stone thanks to my sister and mom. I learned from them that each person is different. After talking for a while, it seemed like Kaho's nervousness eased a bit, and she quietly started speaking.
Taquito-san?
Yeah?
Do you think I'm fitting in well with the department?
With the department? I think it's fine. Why do you think that?
In tech companies, there are still not many women, and this company is the same. That's why I think it takes effort to fit in. I'm trying, but I can't help but worry if I'm really being helpful to everyone.
I see. It makes sense to worry when you've just started.
Yeah. I just hope I'm not causing any trouble for anyone.
It's fine. Kaho, you're very serious, and we're all benefiting from that. Everyone else is saying that you're a real asset, and in this day and age, there are more and more women working hard, right?
Really?
Yeah, so don't worry. I don't focus on whether someone is a man or a woman. I'll evaluate them based on who they are. If you keep working like this, it'll help us too. But if you're pushing yourself too hard, it's okay to slow down. You don't want to burn out by trying too hard at the start.
Thank you. I never expected anyone to worry this much about me. Listening to me really helped ease my mind.
As she said this, Kaho flashed with a gentle smile, and Takito couldn't help but feel a warmth rise to his cheeks.
Taquito-san?
No, it's nothing. Shall we get back to work? The feelings that had begun to grow from that smile. I silently hoped that she wouldn't notice them as I returned to my desk. A few months passed. It seemed that after talking with her, Kaho's shoulders had relaxed, and she became more dedicated to her work. After reporting to the manager, Takito returned to the department and saw Kaho and Gokai talking.
Kaho, it looks like our break times will match. How about I buy you some cocoa?
Gokai, I have something work-related to discuss.
Got it. I'll be right there. Wait for me. Okay, I'll be right back, Kaho.
Gokai smiled kindly at Kaho as he walked over. Kaho seemed to have noticed Takito's protective gesture and bowed her head, looking relieved.
You're calling me for something like this? I'm busy, you know.
Takito asked Gokai about the task for the afternoon. The matter was resolved quickly, but it was enough for Kaho to leave. Sorry for the trouble. Thanks to you, I'm saved.
With how things are going, I'm starting to doubt whether you're even cut out to be a mentor. You don't even know how to handle women at all. Unlike you, who's so unpopular, I have plans for dates this weekend and the next holiday. Must be nice, huh?
Hahaha.
And I know you've been looking at Kaho. You probably like her, right? Any woman would fall for me. I could take any of them whenever I want.
Gokai, you should stop treating women like objects.
Playing the gentleman, huh? Well, just struggle all you want. It'll all be pointless in front of me anyway.
With that, Gokai laughed sarcastically and walked away. That night, I received a group call from my sister Natsuki and my younger sister Rino. Natsuki worked at a food company, and Rino worked as an office lady at a cosmetics manufacturer, both living alone.
Long time no see. How've you been, little brother? Big Bro! Long time no see. Can I stay over next long weekend with Big Sis?
During the long weekend? Sure, but what's going on?
Of course. We're going to watch a baseball game. We'll drink, cheer, and make noise. I'm going to an idol concert for Yumi-chan. I got tickets for the next few days in a row.
I see. Well, that's fine, but didn't you already go last month? Isn't that a bit too much spending?
Got a problem with that?
Sorry, I was wrong. So, I promised to let them stay over that weekend and ended the call. And then the weekend came. They said they wanted to buy things needed for the stay, so my sisters and I agreed to meet at the shopping center.
Big Bro, thanks for today. We'll be in your care.
Yeah. They quickly started walking to do the shopping, but then...
Hey, isn't that Takito? What are you doing?
Gokai, good evening. It was none other than Gokai. I felt drained at the thought of running into him even on my day off. Come to think of it, he did say he was going on a date. Didn't expect our destinations to overlap.
Who are these two? You didn't buy them, did you? Just because you're so unpopular?
No, it's not like that.
I thought you liked Kaho, but here you are, hungry for women, dragging them around. I'm disappointed in you.
I told you, it's not like that. These girls are...
You don't have to hide it. I understand women better than you do. Let me show you how to invite them. Just watch. Mrs., would you like to go to a French restaurant with me instead of with him? Of course, the bill's on me.
Gokai smiled elegantly, inviting them. If someone didn't know his true nature, they'd probably be easily fooled. However...
Shu, who is this?
Oh, he's my boss, Chief Gokai.
Huh? This guy is your boss? Ugh, I'm not good with this type. He gives me a bad vibe.
Both Natsuki and Rino glare at Chief Gokai as if looking at something grotesque. Yeah, I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Are you telling me this rude man is my brother's boss? He's been looking down on my brother this whole time, and it's really annoying.
Huh? Wait, this reaction isn't what I expected. Wait, are you two Takito's sisters?
Yes, we are. But what do you mean by expected? Do you really think any woman would just fall for your tricks? You clearly don't understand women at all. It's insulting. Ugh, gross. What did you say? If you thought you could bait us with a fancy French restaurant, you're dead wrong. I have no interest in a misunderstanding guy like you. I'm happy with baseball and beer. And I'd rather go to a collaboration cafe than a French restaurant. You claim to understand women, but your knowledge is so shallow. Do you think all women are the same?
What? Shut up! Even if you act tough, I can see right through you. Women like Italian and French cuisine, and they always want to go to photogenic places. And you don't know, do you? That guy is hopeless with women. He doesn't even know how to deal with them, so I always have to lend him advice.
Shu doesn't know how to deal with women? That's ridiculous. You have no idea how popular Shu was back in school, do you?
Sis, you don't have to bring that up. It's in the past anyway.
Don't be silly. You need to teach clueless people properly. Shu always had a girlfriend back in school. I heard he had to break up when she moved for school or work after graduation. I've never once heard of him being dumped because someone didn't like him. He was so in demand because of his natural thoughtfulness. We never told you, but we used to get so many people asking us for advice on how to date him.
In demand? Him?
It's true I had a girlfriend back in school, but I've never heard about the dating advice thing. Still, Chief Gokai refuses to believe what the two are saying.
That's obviously a lie. I've never seen Takito getting hit on by a woman at work.
If you want to go there, I've never seen women making moves on you either. But that's because most women in the company are already married or in relationships. Some are too focused on their work to care about romance. And I've never felt the need to force myself into a relationship.
Our brother grew up with us sisters. That's why he naturally knows how to handle women. He probably understands women better than you do.
No way, I'm popular. I have a date with my girlfriend later.
That's a lie. You just got dumped by your so-called date, didn't you?
What? How do you know that?
We saw you getting dumped earlier. You were making such a scene that it stuck in our minds. We didn't realize you were our brother's boss. Ugh, how pathetic.
What did you say?
It seems they spotted Chief Gokai before meeting me.
Wasn't that your 15th rejection? And all your relationships end within 6 months. You were yelling, so we heard everything. You brag about being popular, but you're not actually at all, are you?
Relying on your sisters for backup is unfair. Damn it, remember this.
Realizing he's at a disadvantage, Chief Gokai leaves in defeat.
He's gone. With a guy like that as your boss, is your company even okay?
Everyone else is reliable, though. It was after the holiday break, during work hours. I was looking for Miss Amaya because I had a task I wanted to assign to her. Where could Miss Amaya be? I couldn't spot her anywhere. She didn't seem to be in the office. Feeling suspicious, I stepped into the hallway and heard voices coming from a hidden corner some distance away.
I like you. I'll make sure you'll never feel any lack, okay?
I froze at the shocking sight. Could it be Chief Gokai too? No, I've never seen him act like this before. As I try to figure out why he was acting this way, a thought struck me. Could it be he knows I have feelings for Miss Amaya and is doing this as payback? Unfortunately, given his high pride, he might actually be capable of such a thing. If that's the case, it would end with Miss Amaya getting hurt. That being said, this is something Miss Amaya needs to decide. If she chooses Chief Gokai, I have no right to stop her. I resolved to step in if things took a bad turn, but...
I'm sorry, Chief, but I can't accept your feelings.
What?
I already have someone I like.
At that moment, Miss Amaya ran toward me. It seemed she had noticed me watching from the shadows. Miss Amaya?
Hey, Amaya. Damn it, you again.
Stop raising your voice out of anger. Have you thought about how Miss Amaya feels?
Shut up! How could she possibly reject me?
Chief, you're not generally interested in me, are you? And you certainly don't love me. After all, you didn't even realize I dislike sweet things, and you've never once considered how I feel.
What? But women are supposed to like sweet things.
Not every woman likes sweet things just because she's a woman. I prefer bitter or spicy flavors.
I had already noticed this. Miss Amaya doesn't like sweet things. While working, she mostly drinks coffee, and it's always black. I've rarely seen her eating sweet snacks either. Chief Kokai may come across as kind at first, so maybe dating him seems feasible initially. But relationships ultimately fail because people see through his true nature. Unless you acknowledge that fact, you won't be able to change your current situation, and... I narrowed my eyes. For the first time, I stopped concealing my dislike for him, which I had hidden out of respect for my superior. You look down on women, don't you? Do you perhaps believe men are superior to women? Women can see through outdated, ridiculous prejudices like that.
Damn it, this guy! Women are all simple fools. Just show them a little pity at first and they'll fall for it.
What on earth are you saying, Chief Kokai?
Huh?
It was the department head who approached the pathetic foot-stomping Chief Kokai. She seemed to have passed by after finishing a meeting.
I heard everything just now. Who are you calling fools? Speaking about women with such shallow views is incredibly offensive as a woman myself. And, as your superior, I can't overlook those remarks. I need to have a word with you, so come with me.
With quiet anger radiating from the department head, Chief Kokai was led away. Even after that, Chief Kokai tried to make excuses, but all of them were selfish and only served to anger the department head further. Some of the female employees had already suspected his true nature, and his reputation quickly plummeted. Chief Kokai became the subject of cold stares within the company.
I'm not wrong. They're the ones who are crazy.
However, no one listened to his arguments, which belittled women. Unable to endure the scornful looks of his colleagues, Chief Kokai soon resigned from the company.
As your sister, I was really concerned about my adorable brother staying away from romance for so long. Exactly. When we heard you like someone, we were thrilled. How many years has it been? You're such a good guy. It seems like such a waste. And besides, if it's someone as cute as her, your big sisters fully approve. Thank you so much.
Wait, hold on, you two. I haven't even confessed yet. It had been 2 years since my last love, and I felt clumsy and unprepared. But now that my sisters knew, I had no choice but to move forward. Taking a deep breath, I finally summoned my courage and spoke to her. Miss Amaya, I love your adorable smile. Would you go out with me?
I'm so happy. I love you too, Mr. Taquito. You're so kind.
Judging people based on gender is prejudice. Whether male or female, every person has their own individuality, and it can't be generalized. Only when we deeply understand each other and meet halfway can we truly connect on a meaningful level.